Victoria City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
G'day and Swaddy Cup and Guten Tag, because I'm here with two very charming young German ladies who are volunteering in Thailand with the Human Help Network, and I'm here with Sarah and Linda, and who gave an absolutely virtually perfect talk about their volunteering and the activities of the Human Health Network. And I have to say it's bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, thank you. The Human Health Network Foundation is definitely an organization with like a very multifaceted approach. So we have preventative work as well as taking care of victims of child abuse and caring for migrant children. So it's very diverse, multifaceted.
And it's grown so quickly, right? It seems to have come from nothing almost in a very short amount of time.
Well, we've been around for a lot of years, and I think we've just recently, also with all the awards we got, recently gained a lot more public recognition. So I think maybe that's why.
So the other question people are saying is, why? What brought you here? Why did you volunteer? And what do you get out of it?
I think for us personally, it's about sharing privileges, because we are both from middle-class German families, and we've profited from many privileges, ranging from being able-bodied to being cisgender and just middle class. So I think sharing this with other people that are in need is something that's just a responsibility that we feel like it's important to do that, especially when you're young and you still have the capacities to do so.
And you guys are like seriously young. How old are you?
I'm 24.
And Linda, how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
19. She now has the record for the youngest speaker ever at the club. And like, I know you did some training before you got here. Who trained you?
The German Red Cross had a mandatory training for us, which lasted 8 days, and another one that was 2 days. So we've already been trained a total of 10 days. And in February we will have another training, which will catch up with our voluntary service that we've done so far. And it will be another, how long?
I think
8 days, yes, 8 days.
And what is one of the biggest things you get out of the activities that you're doing now? What are the activities you do now? You do a lot of teaching, right?
Yes, we mainly teach English.
You've got Germans in Thailand teaching English. How about that?
Yes, it sounds paradox, but it is the truth. We teach English in the Drop-In Center for Migrant Children and in the Child Protection and Development Center. This is our main task. And I think just seeing the eagerness and the curiosity of the children is just very impressive, especially when remembering how I was in middle school. I think in comparison, it's very impressive to see how curious and disciplined they are.
And enthusiastic. And is there anything you'd like to add to that?
I think Sarah said most of it, but it's definitely a very rewarding work. You know what you get out of bed for in the morning. When you see the children smiling, your whole day is made already.
And one of the things here I think is really impresses me is how respectful the children here are.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is mostly due to just amazing Thai co-workers of ours that teach the children moral lessons and teach them how to be polite and respectful. And I think this is something that just paves the way to teach them other subjects. So we're very grateful to the amazing co-workers at the Human Health Network Foundation.
No, it is amazing. The smiles on Thai kids and their why and everything. It's a really amazingly rewarding working with them, I think, compared to how some kids might be in the West.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as I said, if I compare myself in middle school to the kids in the drop-in center that come from Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and they get taught to be very polite, very respectful, and they're just very eager to learn. I mean, the kids in my class told me that instead of playing a game that I suggested, they want to train their reading skills. And this is just something that I was blown away by.
Yeah, so there you go. So I don't know who's going to be watching this, but please watch the talk because it is really, really brilliant. And also, you might want to think about doing some volunteer work here. Is there rooms for more people from the local community to volunteer to help with the Human Health Network?
So the Human Health Network mainly takes volunteers that are recommended by the German Red Cross. So if you happen to be German, and if you happen...
What if I'm half German? Could I half volunteer?
Well, you have to be between the age of 18 and 28 to volunteer.
Oh, damn, and I'm 29. So... Anyway, I couldn't recommend the talk highly enough, and I really compliment you on the talk and the work you're doing and everything. It was a really special day in the club, and I just hope you will take my word for it and listen to the talk. And there are other ways people can support the Human Health Network. Yes. So what's the website?
hhnft.org.
hhnft.org, and how can people support it?
Well, there's one way of supporting which is quite obvious, so donations. There's a way to do online donations, but you can also approach the project just by writing an email and ask for the requirements of goods, for example, food or cleaning supplies. So this is definitely a way you can support the project.
Well, I want to thank these charming young German ladies for coming here and helping, and also just for the wonderful talk they gave. But for now, it's Renalexander going goodbye and Swaddy Cub. And how do I say goodbye in German?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah, I thought so. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen.